Testing audio. Testing audio in tandem with game. Great, I'm on. All right, second game of the season for Highland Hills 12UA taking on Littleton 12UA Black. Looks like our first group out there is Alex Tam, along with Colton Benman and Blake and Luca Bates, with Gage Perkins and Colt Williams. Highland wins the toss, wins it deep into the zone. Highland with the puck, or held in by Alex. Littleton breaks out up the side. Gage pinches and squares them off. Littleton gets it into the zone. Steps around, gets to the net. Shot on goal. Save by but rebound is scored by Littleton right off the bat. Good initial save by St. John, but the rebound was there and was able to squeeze it in between the posts. So second group out is we have Jeffers, Skolnick, and looks like King with Davenport and Ward on the back end. Littleton wins the faceoff, gets it, tries to go through the zone. Pass to Emma. Ethan pushes him behind the net. Pass back to the front. Moved wide to the corner. Littleton with it in the corner. Ethan's rubs him off. Good pickup by Skolnick. Back in front behind the net for Littleton. Pass in front. Nobody there. Riley Jeffers takes it, clears the zone. Turnover in the neutral zone. Back to Littleton. It's lost back deep. Riley on the chase. Defense goes around. Good pressure, creates a turnover. Littleton keeps possession. Coming back in up the left side. Skolnick ahead to King. King and Jeffers 2-on-2 with Littleton. King takes it wide. Looks like he's tripped here, there, and there is going to be a call on Littleton in the corner for tripping. Rousseau, Blake Yates, and Martin are the offensive line. Looks like Colt and Perkins on the back end. Colt Williams. One back to Littleton. They're able to exit it, chips it over and out of the zone. Perkins on the chase, has pressure on him going back into his zone. Holds it in the corner, then sends it behind the net. Battle in the corner with Martin. Littleton comes out with the puck. Passes it up to the point. Long shot blocked down by Williams. Ahead, we got Blake Yates on the hunt with Littleton's defense. In hot pursuit. Blake's able to chip it forward. Collision in the corner. Cycle back and out. Intercepted by Davenport at center ice on the intercept. Blake Yates gets it on net. And held there by the goalie. Tam, Bates, and Venman on the offensive line. Davenport and Emma Ward still out there on the blue. One to Colton, throws it in front, deflected and out of the zone. Emma Ward's hard on it. They go one Littleton in pursuit. Takes it behind the net, sends it up the boards. Tam's going to squeeze it off along the wall. Littleton in pursuit, gets it up and out. Littleton regrouping, Venman pressuring. Is able to get all the way around and misses the net wide. Cycle back up. Tam's got it and is able to clear it again. Sent out to the middle. Venman's racing to the puck. Will get there first in the neutral zone. He's looking for how to clear it up. Turns it over to Littleton. Looking to regroup. Pass through the middle. Misses everyone. Emma picks it up on the blue line. Circling back to regroup. Emma's pass to the middle. Hits Luca Bates. Isn't able to hang on. Kicks it out of the zone. Davenport and Venman pinch off in the corner. Davenport with the puck. Sends it behind his net to Tam. Tam cycles it back up, but it's going to be held in by Littleton. Sends it deep. Around behind the net again. Force passed in front. Emma Ward picks it up. Gets it around but turns it over the neutral zone. Lucas holds it on the glass. Able to get gotten deep. 2-on-1. Littleton shoots off the net and into the corner. Alex pushing up the net, is able to get it up and out. Offense getting some changes. Emma Ward changes on the back end as well. Davenport steps up. Littleton's just offsides coming into the zone, so we'll get a whistle. We're back at it. Littleton wins it to the corner. Held in the zone by Littleton up to the point. Shot from the high point. Tipped on net. Great save by St. John there on the redirect. Picked up here by Skolnick coming out of the zone. Fought off by Littleton on the back check. Good back check there. Jeffers takes it, knocks it deep into the zone. He's on his horse into the corner. Sent back around the board. So it's picked up by Perkins, who passes it across to King. Cohen passes it in front off of Skolnick and carried out by the wing. 2-on-1 coming back. Rousseau steps over in a defensive spot. Off the post with a great shot. Puck sent out around the zone. Jeffers given chase. Sent in before everybody cleared offsides. Face off one deep by Rousseau. Emma's after it. Littleton's hot on her trail. Sends it around behind the net. Picked up by Littleton. Playing a lot behind the net. Good attempt at a pass. Deflected by Declan. Martin carries it out of the zone. Picked up by Littleton's D. Sent right back in. Emma on the boards. Chips it out. Again back and cleared by Littleton. Number 10 takes it through. Good poke check by Rousseau. Davenport steps up. Is able to full pucks inner feet. Scramble in front of the net. Picked up by Blake Yates. Blake's on it, heading through the neutral zone. Dumps it deep. Walled off from the puck by Littleton's defense. Martin takes a shot behind the net. Emma Ward isn't able to hold it in. Sent deep by Littleton's wing. Davenport back to pick it up and skating forward. Turnover by Davenport. Can't get it out of the zone. Back in by Littleton's D. Sends it high short side, deflected out. Davenport picks up the rebound off out to Yates. Blake sends it deep. Looks like we're going to have an icing call here. And we're going to stoppage for a line change. Bates centering Venman and Tam, and we have looks like Colt Williams and Perkins on defense. Sends it up around the boards, held in by Littleton. Up then squirts out and cleared. All the way down, looks like it's going to be just off to the side of the net for another icing call. Face off to the left of Declan. Luca Bates to take the face off. It's won by Littleton. Held on the wall. Then kept in along the boards. Slap shot broken up by Luca. Turns, Alex picks it up, heading out of the zone. Got a little bit of speed. Chips it around and sends it deep. Icing waved off. Littleton back to retrieve. Sends it around the boards. Picked up by their wing. Colt Williams is not able to pinch at the blue line. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Gage is able to sweep it wide, gets it to the outside. Great poke check by Gage to send it around behind the net. Gage on it in the corner with Littleton able to exit out of the corner towards the middle, finds an open pass into the middle for a goal. Number 4 with a good pass from number 19 from Littleton. Face off Skolnick at center ice. One back by Littleton. Riley Jeffers on it. Sends it D to D across off the boards and into the zone. Intercepted by Ethan before it can get deep. Held on the wall by Littleton. Ethan chips it out. Just misses King. Cohen helps get it out of the zone. Riley Jeffers is on his horse trying to get it past. Chips it by and is forechecking in on Littleton's defense. Able to hold it deep. He's got some help coming. Able to get to the wing and out. Chips it to the middle pass. We got back checkers coming hard. Littleton turns it over. We got Skolnick coming in with the potential 2-on-1. Cohen King picks up the loose puck. Cohen gets it deep, throws a backhand shot. Oh, hits the goalie, falls right into the Riley Jeffers with the clapper to try to send it back on goal. Handled by the D. Skolnick has it along the boards. Sends it deep. He's got Cohen King and Riley out front. Chips it by. Riley's on it behind the net. Throws it in front. Skolnick is there. Oh, great save by the goalie. Chipped into the corner. Great shot and pass there. Get it in front to Skolnick. Littleton's out, clearing the zone. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Emma's back checking hard. Ethan Davenport is back. Missed shot, sends it around the boards. Picked up by Littleton. Davenport with the poke check and is able to lift it up and out of the zone. First pressure by Highland there on the offensive zone. Looks good. Emma Ward has it in the corner. Chips it back up. Yates sends it up, but it's held in by the defense. Oh, off a couple skates. Chips forward. Redirected and shot. Barely misses wide. Behind the net into the corner to Declan's left. Littleton picks it up behind the net again. Emma sweeps it out to the corner, and Ward's pursuing to try to chip it up the boards. Littleton holds it deep. Here comes a pass to the middle. Defense on the blue line. Shot does not get through. Looks like Rousseau steps on the puck, loses it, sent back to the corner. Good pass to the middle. The shot ripped wide over the shoulder of the goalie, missing. Another chip in. Scramble in front, loose puck, and Littleton's able to grab it and bury it past a sprawling Declan St. John. (3-0) Littleton, 4 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first period. Littleton's put a ton of pressure in getting the puck in front of the net. We've got Luca Bates with Alex Tam and Colton Benman on the ice now. One back. Bates picks up the puck. It's held in for a second momentarily. Littleton takes it back through the neutral zone. Sends it deep around. Davenport's giving chase into the corner. Holds it there. Fights off the D. Turns it over on the pass up the wing. Littleton's pinching on the wall. Sticks with it. A pass to the middle. Squirts free. Puck in front. Rattling around. The defense is up and pinching for Littleton to keep the cycle. Held in. Pass in front. Nobody there. Tam is able to hang on to the puck and chips it by. Regroup from Littleton in neutral. Sends it up. Puck lost. Offsides by Littleton as they take it in just ahead of the puck. Skolnick with Jeffers and King out there, wins it back. Emma tries to pinch to keep it over the blue line. Skolnick's able to get it out of the zone, coming forward with the puck. Chip to Sunrise is able to get it deep. Cohen King on the chase. Littleton's defense picks it up in the corner, is able to reverse field and up the wall and for the breakout. Oh, great pass across the ice. Emma's able to get a stick on it to deflect it. Everybody goes past the puck, leaving the Littleton in the middle of the ice for the putback goal. Rousseau centering Martin, and looks like Blake Yates. Face-off scramble at middle ice. One back to Littleton, sends it up the left side. Coming hard at Davenport, who's able to wall him off on the boards. Holds him from getting deep. Puck sent up, but held in by Littleton at the blue line. Good poke check by Rousseau. Yates tries to chip it out. It's held in. Davenport picks it up along the boards. Kick to the middle. Goes around Gage. Good stick by Gage to force the puck behind the net. Davenport battling behind the net with two Littleton Hawks. Blake trying to help him out. Blake's able to get to the puck first, coming up the corner. Oh, good stick lift there by Littleton. Is able to hold it in. Holding it. They got it deep and across. Pass across is deflected in front. Goes out where nobody's there in front. Blake's able to get it out of the zone. Coming in, he's got a 1-on-2. That's good. Good wall off by Littleton. He's strong on the puck. Gets to the corner. Takes a bit of some body contact and goes down. Perkins is able to cut it off and hold it in the zone. Good play there. Gets up. Martin can't hang on to the bouncing puck. Now out comes number 4, driving hard. Perkins forcing him wide. So he's around Gage. Gets tangled up at the feet. No call there. Pass up to the wing where the defense holds it in. Littleton fires it. Davenport, or it looks like Rousseau, blocks that puck, mind you. Sent back deep and around the boards behind the net. Defense is changing. Puck goes up the boards and it clears the zone. Littleton's regroup. Comes back in off sides. One person still behind the play. Luka Bates loses the face off to Littleton. Littleton's coming down the right side. Toe drag is broken up by Emma Ward. Chipped up by Alex. Tam's on the puck. Venman trying to pressure the D-to-D pass. Littleton completes it, gets it back into the zone up the side. Throws it on net. Declan steers it behind the net. Luka Bates passes it to Alex Tam, who throws it to the middle. Nobody there. Intercepted by Littleton. Emma Ward back to the corner. Regroups behind her own net. Chips it out front. Venman's not able to get there. Defense holds it in again. Emma is able to try to chip it out, but is held in on the blue line. Littleton's pinching hard. Cole Williams able to intercept the deflecting puck and kick it to the corner. Littleton behind the net, looking for the pass out front. Tries it. Williams is there to deflect it. Bounce. Tam's able to clear it out of the zone after a scramble. Venman pulls up looking to intercept the pass. Oh, it deflects off of him. Unlucky bounce there. Puck goes through Davenport and toe drag on Emma Ward. Got a 3-on-1 breaking in for the score. Skolnick wins the faceoff back, but Littleton's on it quickly. 19 cuts in. Davenport trying to wall him off. He's mad scramble. Declan sitting on the puck. Holds it off. Good save by Declan. 19 was breaking in hard. Davenport could only get a stick on it. Good save. Face off in the defensive zone. Skolnick out there with King and Jeffers, Perkins, and Davenport on defense. Battle along the wall, held in by at the blue line. Gets it deep, still held on the half boards. Littleton cycles it behind the net. Davenport's able to choke it off, helped by Skolnick behind the net. Davenport pursues in the corner. Littleton retains it, passes it to the middle. Cohen King's there to intercept the pass. Front play in from the blue line, held in, then kicked right back out. Littleton regroups, sends it deep. Perkins with it, chips it up and out of the zone. And that's the end of the first period with Littleton up on the score 5-1 or 5-0. Sorry. Period. Jags are going from left to right. Rousseau wins the face-off, loses it to the wing. Littleton carries it in up the left side. Around behind the net. Emma Ward chips it behind. Davenport tying him up, but the breaks to the front of the net. Scramble in front, picked up by Littleton. Blake Yates is able to chip it up the boards. Rousseau pursuing, but sends it sent deep by Littleton. Try to reverse it. Blake's able to get it up the boards, but held by the defense once again. Littleton keeps the cycle on, gets it deep. Sends it up to the point. D to D pass. Martin intercepts it. We got a breakaway. Blake Yates on a breakaway. He's getting pursued hard by Littleton. Shoots it. Good save by the goalie who cut off the angle. Good back check, too, forcing some pressure on him. Good look by Grayson Martin getting the pass back to Blake. Face off in the offensive zone. Looks like they're going to have Luca Bates take the draw with Tam and Venman. Got Colt Williams and Gage Perkins on defense. Luca wins his faceoff. Alex holds it, tries to get it deep. Kick to the corner by Littleton's D. Gage tries to pinch up the boards. Is able to, but the puck comes through. Pass to nobody, but it gets through into the defensive zone. Colt Williams back on the puck. Tam and Venman to chase. Gage is able to get a stick, force it wide. Luca Bates on him in the corner. Pass to the middle. Good tip, and Jag just wasn't able to connect. Another throw to the middle from behind the net. 9 with the blast. Hits the goalie. Tipped in front, saved by St. John before a little scramble, and he's able to hold on to the puck. Lots of rebounders down low for those shots from the point. All right, looks like Luca Bates is back on the face-off in the defensive zone. Loses it to the middle. Good job by Perkins to clip it. Puck hits off of Declan and goes on and resting on the top of the net where it's frozen and the whistle's blown. Not sure I've seen that very often. Defensive zone face-off to Declan's left. One back to Perkins. Perkins sends it up to the middle of the ice. Luca Bates on his horse. He's getting walled off by two. Littleton, the defense is able to pick it up in the corner. Highland's trying to keep it deep. Venman's able to keep it that way. Passes it to Luca. Luca Bates with the shot. Looks like the goalie's able to get his glove hand down low enough to get it just over the leg pad. Good work and good cycle on the offensive zone by the Tam, Venman, and Luca Bates line. So Skolnick comes in with King and Jeffers. We got Davenport and Emma Ward on the blue line. Skolnick on the draw. One back to Emma Ward. Emma tries to throw it on net. It's chipped and kept out. Chipped out of the zone. Littleton's coming up the side. Misses the shot over the corner on the 2-on-1. Tried to be held in, but it looks like it clears the zone. Gets it up to King and Skolnick. Intercepted by Littleton. Jeffers sends it deep. Skolnick's in pursuit. Chipped around. Emma Ward's going to be there to hold it in. Sends it back deep. Looks like Skolnick has an opportunity. Turns it over. Picked up by Littleton, who sends it out. Good poke check by Davenport to keep it from getting centered to the open person. Puck carried in, just barely onside. Littleton keeps it. They're going to push it out to their defense. Cycles it up the half boards. Pass back. Skolnick with the intercept. He's able to clear the zone. He's 1-on-3. Good body use by Littleton. It looks like Skolnick might be down. Got a whistle to stop play. Got tied up with the defender and twisted a little funny. Hopefully he's okay. He's up and able to get off the ice into the bench. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. Rousseau with Blake Yates and Grayson Martin on the face-off. Perkins and Colt Williams on defense. Littleton's able to win it into the neutral zone. Tries to carry it in. It's chipped back into the neutral ice. Sent in. Colt Williams settles the puck and is able to send it back out. Past everybody. Retrieved by Littleton in the neutral zone. Almost a turnover there. Grayson Martin almost there for the intercept. Puck is sent deep past Colt Williams into the corner. Colt fighting with Littleton is able to chip it up the boards. Littleton's on the wall to hold it. Blake is on it, but it's held in, sent off the side of the net and back into the corner. Gage Perkins on it. Gage is on the defenseman. Blake Yates is there to help, trying to get it out of that from underneath. Brought around behind the net, tries to tuck it on the wraparound, and Declan has the post sealed. Blake Yates trying to wall it off. It's sent back up to the defense on the blue line, sent deep again. Williams, it bounces off of Williams' stick, goes to Littleton, and Littleton's able to poke it through the net on the scramble. Unlucky bounce there, and it goes between the other defender's legs right to Littleton. Bates, Venman, and Tam on the draw. Luca wins it to Tam. Tam sends it deep. Tam in hot pursuit. Alex chasing him behind the net, loses an edge. Sent around the corner by Littleton, chipped up the boards. Littleton's breaking out of his zone. Coming back, looks like Emma Ward is stepped around. Davenport takes the body, forces the puck to the corner. Luca's on it, loses it back to their defense. Behind the net again. Passes out to the defense. Tam's go D to D. Tam's trying to send it through. Oh, so shot goes wide right to Littleton. Declan's able to get his stick on it, chipping it over the goal. Great save by Declan St. John. Puck it's back into the corner. Passed out. Davenport intercepts the pass. It's carrying it to the half board. Chips it and gets it out of the zone. Littleton regroups, passes it back to their D, missed him, and it's going back into the defensive zone. Alex is in pursuit. Alex Tam on it. Chips the pass. Is able to get it around Luca Bates. Emma Ward holds it at the red line. Puck hits the ref, stays on the blue. Littleton's able to keep it there. Gets back on sides for the regroup. Colton Vedman picks it up. Turns it over as he's walled off. Great move by Littleton. So Littleton's wing goes around. Davenport was able to get a shot, and it looks like it trickled through, and a rebound put home by Littleton to make it 7-0. Face off one and cut through. Got a breakaway opportunity. Holds it. Declan with a great save, getting that leg pad out there. Go D to D again. Pass from the point. Kicked out by Williams. Looks like King's got the puck. He's going up the left side. Chips it around. Defense stumbles. Cohen comes in for the shot. I don't know where that went. It looks like 5-hole. The goalie was able to seal it. Great drive by Cohen around the defense and getting the shot on net. Great save by the goalie. Rousseau wins the face-off to Jeffers, who sends it back to the middle. Fight for the puck. Littleton's able to come up with it, looking to break it up the side. We got a 3-on-1 opportunity. Great pass to the middle. Wasn't able to handle it and get a shot on that. Goes wide. Perkins back on it in the corner along with Jeffers. Gage gets it, sends it around the boards. Picked up at the wall, at the half wall by defense, pinching down. Sent around. Pass up to the D. Jeffers on it, makes him send it back around. Here we got Rousseau picking up the puck. Walled off the boards and sent out of the zone. Littleton's able to regroup. Rousseau still after the puck. 18 has it, cycling back in their zone. Is able to chip it out. Good pass, and the regroup pass is missed. Rousseau is putting pressure on in the defensive zone for Littleton. Pass up the wall is intercepted by King. King throws it to the middle. No one's there, and it's breaking back the other way. Littleton gets it to the middle. Kicked shy. Colt Williams picks up the puck. Turns it over to his teammate, or to Littleton at mid-ice. They regroup. 3-on-2 coming back this way. Drop passes, intercepted by Williams, kicks to the corner. Pass between the slot, high to the point. Intercepted, doesn't get all the way through to the goal. Defense is able to square it up, gets a good shot on goal, and a great save by Declan with his glove. All right, penalty interference call as Luca Bates was trying to bring it up the wall and get it out of the zone. We have, looks like Grayson Martin, Luca Bates, and Blake Yates, easy for me to say. Blake gets it, passes it to Emma at the point. Emma just chips it back to Blake at the sidewall. He sends it deep and around the boards. Grayson Martin there to try to pinch. Puck sent up and around. Davenport's trying to hold it in the zone. Sends it deep, but it's picked up by Littleton again. Puck is just chipped out of the zone by the Littleton defenseman. Emma pushes it forward, but nobody's there. Puck cycled down. 15's taking it wide down the left. Emma Ward trying to force him really wide. Tries to shoot it high short side. Stuck on the net and not able to be brought off the net, so there's a whistle. Face off from won by Littleton. Battle along the sideboards, chipped up and carried out of the zone to the center ice. Littleton's able to try to cycle it back. Cole Williams chips it back, misses Venman on the boards, and it's back to Littleton, who carries it into the zone. Gage steps across and turns to help. Puck is dropped. Cole is able to square it up, gets it to Venman. It's pass to up. Littleton is able to hold on to the puck. Tam's trying to pursue. We got a whistle behind the play. Looks like there's going to be another call on Littleton. Number 12's going to the box. Looks like there's a roughing call behind the play there. So, looks like it's going to be Rousseau, Tam, and Venman in the offensive zone. Emma Ward and Ethan Davenport. There's a 5-on-3. Let's see if the Jags can hold the puck a little bit. Won by Rousseau, completely out of the zone. Highland looks to regroup. Pass goes D to D. Davenport has it, carrying it across the blue line. Stripped of the puck before he could get a shot off into the corner. Held on the sideboard, 5-on-3. Davenport steps to it. Shot goes wide. Cohen King's there to try to pick it up. Deflected by Littleton. Littleton's D's trying to carry it out of the zone. Held in by Venman. Oh, it's kicked free. And there's another stoppage. And there's going to be a penalty on Rousseau, it looks like for a trip. Will be 4-on-3 in Highland's advantage, although the puck's going all the way down into the defensive zone. So Tam and Venman are the wings, Ward and Davenport on defense against 3 for Littleton. Tam to take the draw, loses it to Littleton, stuck in the ref skates. Emma Ward picks it up to Colton Venman. Now we're back to 4-on-4 after the drop. Venman's trying to find some room at middle ice, loses the puck. Davenport chips it and sends it deep into the zone. Littleton on the regroup. Their defense grabs it, sends it middle. Oh, just deflected by Tam, almost through Davenport. Davenport's going to carry it into the zone. Going up the side. Tries to use his body. He's knocked off the puck and back the other way for Littleton. We got a 3-on-1 developing against Emma Ward. Emma's splitting the difference. Good pass across by Littleton. A shot goes over the goal, cycling back. They could have an opportunity the other way. Venman's on his horse trying to go. He's going to cut to the middle. Holds on to the puck. Driving there. Tries to get a shot through. Isn't able to get it all the way deep. Davenport's on the puck, pursuing it deep. Intercepted by Tam, but isn't able to keep it into the zone. And Highland changes offside, so the offside whistle blows. Four-on-4 with Littleton and getting a 5th out of the box at the drop of the puck. So Highland will have a 27 seconds on the kill. Chipped it around Gage Perkins, picked up by Riley Jeffers. Riley circles around the net, flings it up to the line, it bounces over the stick of the defenseman And the offsides is waved off. Skolnick's on his horse down, chasing it into the corner. Jeffers holds it along the boards. Skolnick trying to pick it up. Littleton retains possession, has the puck in the corner. Jeffers looking to pinch there and force the pass. Sent up the boards. Good pass to the middle. Gage steps there with his body, slows down the attack, but is not able to stop it. Littleton is able to rip a good shot on the 2-on-0. Great save by Declan St. John. Think he got a blocker on it or a shoulder. Kick to the corner, up the sideboards, held in by Littleton. Littleton has it behind the net. Jeffers on it with a good stick check. Pass sent to the middle. Tipped by Colt Williams, but shot gets through, misses the net. Scramble behind the net. Looks like somebody's sitting on the puck. Kicked out. Cohen King tries to flip it out on the backhand. Held in at the blue line. Goes D to D. Gage Perkins is out on the point, where him and Riley have switched positions. Oh, attempted to be picked up when the shot, but fans on it. Pass comes through. Colt Williams isn't able to stay on a 15 with the shot and rings it bar down over Declan's left glove side. Two minutes left in the second period. Score is 8-0 Littleton. We have the Luca Bates line with Luca Bates, Blake Yates, and Grayson Martin out there. Ward and Davenport on the defensive pairing. One back to Littleton. Littleton's able to hold it up the right side, pauses it, throws it to the middle. Great pass is able to be picked up, but deflected wide of the net. Ward fighting behind the net. Puck one over to Blake Yates. Blake up the sideboard, chips it up and out. Grayson Martin skating after it to try to get there in time. He's going to beat it before the icing. Hits the brakes, is knocked down with good body contact by the Littleton defenseman, and they're breaking back the other way. Coming up on Davenport tries to hold him on the line. Emma and Davenport stand up on the blue line, stop the rush, slows down, cycled, held in by Littleton. Number 9's holding it. Davenport's able to get his feet on it and cycled back deep. Luca Bates pressure, sends it back up to the point. Davenport takes the shot off the arm, shakes it off. Puck into the corner. Emma's able to keep it, sends it up the boards. Not held in by Littleton. Goes back to the corner. Luca Bates is on it. Pass around the net. Blake's going to race for it, trying to get there before the D. Isn't able to hold it in, trying to trip it past. Gets picked. Great pass is stopped by number 9 in front. Emma tries to get an impact on the shot, and a great save by Declan St. John. Minute left in the period. Rousseau on the faceoff. Colt Williams hits it up to the defense for Littleton. Littleton holds it in, hits the ref, is able to retain it. Back to Colt Williams. Sends it off the boards up to Bedman. Bedman trying to chip it out, but Littleton's pressure is holding it into the zone. Number 5 coming to the net, tries to pass it through, and just a fan on the shot. Good pass, good opportunity there again for Littleton. Passed up to the point. Fired shot, held in by Rousseau's able to deflect it. Rousseau's carrying it through the middle ice. Comes up his left side, trying to get back to the net. Throws it backhand off the goalie's chest. Puck is kicked back to the middle. Rousseau's going to chase it behind the net. Here comes Alex Tam trying to wall it off. Chipped up and past him. Now we have a breakout for Littleton. Coming up the boards on Gage Perkins' side. Tries to drop pass. Is able to dangle it through Perkins. Good pass to the front. Nobody there. Puck's hit a man in front. Declan scrambling. He's back up to his feet. Shot hits Rousseau right at the buzzer to end the second. third. Skolnick is with Jeffers and Cohen King. Littleton wins the faceoff, carries it in, sends it deep, but just in offsides is Littleton. We have Emma Ward and Ethan Davenport on the blue line to start the period. Puck will come outside of the zone because of the offsides, and we'll reset and do it again. Face off one back by Littleton. 19 grabs it and is trying to carry it in through the left side. Gets around King, who's not able to hold it. Davenport loses an edge. Behind the net, 19 retains it. He's got it behind the net by himself. Sends it up to the boards. Going to be a D-to-D pass here. And then that's going to be probably a shot on goal from deep. All right, cycle and pass behind the net. Chips it up and out of the zone. Regroup and taken by Littleton. Littleton holds the puck off. No pressure on him in the zone. Davenport steps in front of it, holds it, tries to take it deep. It's tied up on the wall. He's got three wings sitting in the middle, nobody back. Pressure coming the other way. Skolnick with a good back check. Emma has it behind the net, looking for who to pass it to. Tries to toe drag, and it's picked off by 19. Declan covers the short side, hits the net. The outside of the net goes behind. Pass to the middle's intercepted. Cohen King's going to be the first on the puck as he carries it out of the zone. Looking up, he's got Emma Ward with him as he tries to get around, but is poke checked again by Littleton and held out of the zone. Puck sent deep. We got a defensive change. Gage Perkins on the puck. Leaves it behind. Littleton picks it off. He has it in the corner once again. Skolnick fighting hard, trying to get it out. Held in by the defense. Behind the net, Perkins battling with Littleton. Gets turned around. Good pass to the front, but picked off. Skolnick coming out with Blake Yates and Riley Jeffers. Just loses the puck too far. Littleton's D steps in and picks it off. Highland caught in a little bit of a change. Gage Perkins deflects, gets a little bit of a stick on that, forcing that puck to go high. Blake trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Littleton. Blake's fighting it. Kick to the middle, gets it up and out. So we got Skolnick on a one-on-one. Riley Jeffers trying to come help him to his right. Puck's lost to the corner. Picked up by Littleton. Sends it off the back of the net and behind. Littleton's carrying it up and getting a change at the same time. Tries to pass it across the ice. Good pass. Gets it all the way to the side, and a good hard shot misses the net to the wide side. Riley's on the pressure in the point. It's passed up. Misses Skolnick's stick. We got defensive retrieving back. Blake Yates is pursuing. Behind the net. Littleton passes it up. Pass missed him. Gets through Perkins as well. We got Colt Williams on the puck in the corner. Colt sends it up and off the boards. It's deflected. Held in by Littleton in the corner. Turned back to the middle. Good look at a pass, but there was nobody there. Passing it through and behind the net. Comes back out. Rousseau's going to get there first. He's got the puck. Pinched by Littleton, but is able to still clear it. Martin tries to scoop it past, but it's slown up. Turned over. Back to Littleton. Littleton's coming right back in. Number 12 squares up, shoots it over the backside of the net. Picked up by, looks like Colt Williams in the corner. Passes it up to Blake. Blake gets it to Rousseau, who's able to clear it, but intercepted right away. It looks like Littleton tried to bring it back in just a hair offsides. Rousseau at the faceoff just outside the defensive zone. Bounce. Littleton wins it back to their D. Reverses course. Tries to go D to D. Grayson Martin in pursuit. We got all our wings up. Grayson isn't able to hold it in, but gets it. Sends it back deep. Blake Yates is in pursuit as the puck comes behind the net. Puck gets chipped through Blake, around Rousseau, and past Emma. So now we have everybody coming up the side, 3-on-1. Ethan Davenport plays the pass, leaving 18 open for the net with a great hard shot. Face off one right up the middle by Littleton. Carries it through. Lost the puck, sent behind the net. Littleton cycles it through the dot. He's carrying it back up to the blue line. Loses the puck. Clears the zone. Tam's on it. Tries to retain it, but is squared off. Back to Littleton's defense, trying to regroup. Is able to regroup and comes untouched through the middle with nobody even stepping to it. Shot goes Declan with a great save off the glove. Pass to the middle is intercepted. Ooh, loose puck. Bounces back to Littleton's stick and is shot with the goal. Skolnick loses the faceoff. Littleton wins it, tries to send it deep. Emma Ward picks it up along the boards. Held in by Littleton. Emma's able to try to get it deep. Bounces over Jeffers' stick, and now we have a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Pass across is missed. Sauce pass over the top, intercepted by Skolnick on the back check. He kicks it out front, misses Emma's stick. Jeffers trying to pursue. Davenport turns it over. Littleton gets to it. Sent back out front by Littleton. Kick to the corner. Pass to the top, to the point. Sent along the sideboards. Sent back up to the top. Littleton holds it into the zone. King trying to slap it away, isn't able to get a hold of it. Puck is wide. Held in. Riley Jeffers gets a tip on it. Riley's coming up the left side. Goes through the poke check of Littleton, but loses an edge and falls down. Puck sent back through. No icing. Davenport back to retrieve. Chips it up and out of the zone. Littleton has to wait for the regroup. Riley picks it up just on the blue line. Scramble for the puck. Chips back up the boards. Davenport holds it, bounces it right to the wing, back into with Littleton. Sends it up and over. Ward ties up a stick and sends it through. Emma sends it behind the net. Davenport to pick it up. Tries to send it out the boards. The pass is intercepted. Held there by Littleton, who's able to dig it out. Back behind the net where Ward will be there first. She's pursued hard by Littleton. Pass to the center. Cohen's got his back turned. Steps through. Number 4 dangles through everybody and lifts the backhand over the net. Pass to the center. Goes off of Ethan's skate and into the zone, or into the goal. Face off for Rousseau. He pulls it out, comes up the left side. Tries to get it deep. It's turned over again. Littleton's back at it. Coming up the right side. Gage tries to wall him off. Picked up by number 8. Trailing through. Yates is able to chip it up and out of the zone. Grayson Martin in pursuit. D-to-D pass. Picked up. Oh, Blake almost intercepts it. It's walled off with the puck. Picked up by number 12. Coming up the side. Gage. Puck won by Highland and sent deep. Littleton retains it. Reverses field. Good outlet pass. Emma Ward's on the puck, holding the zone. Sends it deep again. Luca Bates on the puck, sent up to the wing. Tam deflects it, but back to their defense, who's breaking it out of the zone. Goes able to drag it. Tam has it, but is getting squared off. Tries to send it deep. Their defense picks it up again. Emma's pursuing. Sends it up the board, so Tam picks it up. Tries to chip it by, can't get it past the defenseman. 12 stepping through. Alex picks it up a little bit on the root group. Coming wide with it. Has an opportunity to bring it up the right side. Can't dangle anybody one-on-one. Littleton's defense was great. Stick check coming back through the neutral zone. Fires a hard shot from the blue line, or from just inside the blue line. Good glove save by Declan. Skolnick on the face-off, one back to Littleton's D. On the half-boards, back to their defenseman. Playing two-man game up top. Jeffers on it. 19 is able to get through, 3 jags, passes it across. Great save by Declan coming across on the one-time shot, and then the second shot goes over the goal. Tries to send it out, held in again on the blue line. Skolnick intercepts the pass behind the net. Tries to beat 2. Defense has stepped in front of our wings and is holding the zone. Rousseau tries to chip it out. Can't clear it. Holds it in again. Littleton cycling the puck. Highland looks pretty tired, like they need a change. 19 walks by everybody and buries it. Littleton wins the faceoff back. Rousseau skating hard after it. Chipped in. Davenport tries to hold the zone. It's chipped past him. Another 3-on-1 materializing. A good pass to number 4. Sends it off the blocker. Good save by Declan there. Emma Ward's trying to carry it out of the zone. Loses the puck. Cycled back in deep. Davenport, they're trying to pick it apart. Leaves the front of the net. Everybody's chipping away at it. Gets kicked out to the boards. Battle along the wall, a little bit of a scrum sent deep and around. Davenport pursuing with Littleton right on his back. Puck held in the corner, cycles out to Littleton. Comes right to the board. Emma swipes it wide back to the corner. Passes intercepted by Blake, not able to clear it all the way through. Good save by Declan, and puck trickles out the rebound. Everybody's low for Littleton. They're just holding the zone and keeping so compact. Can't get it out. Good pass to the middle, deflected wide. Davenport pursuing behind the net. Is able to poke check it away. In the corner, trying to hold on to it and get it out. Tied up along the boards. Rousseau is able to chip it out finally. Defense regrouping. Blake's trying to intercept the pass to not allow him to regroup. Held up. Martin just sends it deep. Back to the middle. Nobody there. Davenport holds the puck. Chips it up and out. Puck's in the skates. Grayson Martin holds it. Sent around the boards. Blake trying to pinch it off. Is able to steal it. Holds it deep. Playing with his body. Still after it. Sends it out front. He's got Rousseau. Hits the goalie in the mask. Great save by the goalie. Good pass by Blake to get it out front to Rousseau. Through the neutral zone, played into the corner. Gage fighting him off. Puck's loose right in front of the crease. Blake's able to hold it. Can't chip it out and get it out of the corner. Held in by Littleton. Gage Perkins gets it. Grayson Martin turns it over at the blue line. Back to Rousseau. Rousseau carries it through. He's coming wide on the right. Tries to drag it through. Unable to get through all three Littleton Hawks. Turned over. Passed up the zone. Williams holds it there with his body. He's able to send it back deep. Offense is going to make a change. Grayson Martin is the only one left chasing the puck. Isn't able to get it. Pass to Gage. Gage looks up for Tam. Tam kicks it to the center. There's nobody there. A little stick tie up there. Cycled around behind the net. Blake gets his skate, or Luca gets his skate on it. Held up for a second, but is now broken out by Littleton, although the pass misses to connect. Gage using his body to wall off number 12, keep the puck. Littleton retains it in the corner. Pass out front to the D-man. Shot by 20, gets deflected over Declan and in. Last 20 seconds of the game, 28 seconds left. Trying to get something offensively. Littleton regroups in the middle, passes it to the middle. Good skates by Emma to tip it up. Puck is won. Luca Bates is able to chip it out of the zone. Regroup from Littleton. 10 seconds left. They're coming in hard again. Not able to clear it. Davenport gets it in his skates. Lost it. And that'll wrap up the game. 13-0.